That Koko might teach her baby to sign is an exciting possibility. She has learned over 1,000 words and uses a vocabulary of 500 regularly.
All right, what did you make here? Hat, fake.
Koko has mastered the subtleties of sign language so well that literal translations don't always capture the complexity of her thoughts. Throughout the decades, Koko's teachers have used both sign language and spoken English. The fact that Koko understands English makes her seem especially human-like.
One more and then you turn it off, okay? Good. Let me see your tongue. Tongue looks fine, okay.
Koko has truly made sign language her own by inventing or creating totally new signs. Dina, the Foundation's lead caregiver, converses with Koko on a daily basis.
We say things in English, and if we don't give her a sign for it, she has no way of telling us that that's what she wants. Browse is like the lettuce and greens that we give her between meals, and we didn't have a sign for it, and Koko started doing this. And at first people didn't know what it was, and eventually it became clear that she was asking for brows, and it's at the eyebrow, so she was using the sound to come up with a sign, brows.
Koko, like any of us, can be frustrated when others don't understand what she's trying to say.
I don't understand. Oh, sorry. It's bad that I don't understand. I'm a little dense, honey. Shame. It's a shame that I don't understand what you're trying to tell me.
By putting two descriptive words together, Koko invents compound words that better communicate what she's trying to say.
Hair, yes. This is for your hair. Scratch, comb. It's a scratch comb. That's an interesting word for a brush. Nice. I need help with my hair today. Yeah, this side too. She'll create a word if there isn't one. Eye hat for a mask, finger bracelet instead of ring.
Almost every conversation or sign Koko has made in the presence of Penny or a caregiver has been dutifully entered into a daily journal. These records are being studied to better understand the structure and meaning of Koko's signing.
What I'm trying to do with the database that I'm working with right now is categorize the words that they use. Is it a modifier word? Is it a social word or an emotional expressive word? And they talk about everything. They aren't just asking for food. They aren't asking for rewards. They're talking about things. They're commenting on things. They're going to show people how well they have this language in hand.
Over the years, Penny has enjoyed watching Michael and Koko's individual personalities emerge.
Michael is a totally different personality than Koko. Koko tends to be chatty. Michael is a man of few words, but what he does say is very to the point and on target.
Since arriving at the Foundation, he has developed a vocabulary of over 500 signs. As he matured, Michael developed a distinctive crest of silver hair across his back and shoulders. He is the alpha, or dominant male, a 450-pound silverback, 3 times as strong as an average man. He is self-reliant and has an active, inventive imagination. An astounding dimension of Michael's character was revealed when he recounted a terrifying memory from his life as a baby in Africa. Every day in Africa, logging and poaching threaten guerrilla survival. It seems likely that during a poaching raid, Michael witnessed his mother being murdered and butchered for meat. It is with shocking regularity that entire family groups are killed for food. This infant chimpanzee was spared, but his parents were not. When asked about his mother, Michael told Penny a very disturbing story. He signed Noise, Trouble, and Cut Neck. Penny believes he was describing how he became a captive gorilla. The Gorilla Foundation hopes that by sharing Michael's story and by raising awareness about how thousands of great apes are hunted and killed each year, the tragedy that made Michael an orphan might stop. There is no way to know the exact impact this memory has had on Michael, but Penny believes it has shaped his personality.
Michael is just a totally different individual. He is very, very sensitive, very artistic. He is fond of classical music, and he paints beautifully.
Since they were young, both Michael and Koko were surprisingly skillful at expressing themselves through painting. One of Michael's first paintings was of his favorite dog, Apple, whom Michael loved to play chase with. Michael painted his faithful friend from memory, entitled it Apple Chase. From the many colors he was offered, Michael deliberately chose only black and white to create this remarkable impression of Apple and a sense of the chase. Koko and Michael surprise the world with their artistic ability. The fact that they select specific colors from a full palette and paint with such purpose and intent is no less than amazing.
Excellent. Excellent.
When the gorilla's artwork goes on display, Penny and Ron decide which pieces to send to the gallery.
When I got to see Koko and Michael's pictures in a portfolio, I was really excited about what I was seeing. And the idea of giving them an art show was really exciting. Michael's art is very emotional. It's full of color, it fills up the page, it has a lot of activity, a lot of action.
Michael's paintings are often about how he feels. He paints his emotions with intensity. And his still lifes with surprising finesse. Stink in GSL means flower. Michael painted a large bouquet and entitled his finished work, Stink Gorilla More.
This painting, Stink Gorilla More, looks to me like a vibrant spring bouquet of flowers. You can see where he was lighter with the brush, maybe had some heaviness in certain areas. It's almost like music in the same way you'd vary things.
But Koko and Michael aren't the only ones with a creative eye. Ron's photographs have given the world a powerful insight into these magnificent beings.
My interest in taking pictures of the gorillas is as great as it was 27 years ago. There is a lot I need for people to see about them. And I'm flattered that the gallery wanted to put some photos in here. And it also helps for people to relate to the artwork that the gorillas do. Especially children, they can see what Koko's and Michael's personality is like. There's a black and white photograph of Michael. He looks half human. And what's eye-catching about that is that people see human-like qualities in an animal.